Hey there guys, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about The Elder Scrolls Online, which is coming out in 2013. I'll be going over my opinion of the game and some of my expectations. So let's get started. So I'm going to be starting with going over two classes which we know are going to be in the game for sure, which are the Dragon Knight class and the Templar class. The Templar is a warrior that uses Holy Light to deal massive AoE damage or healing. This class really appeals to me because it looks like it's going to be a really fun class with a lot of different uses. For me, where I'm going to be doing a lot of group play, this seems like it'll be great for managing and reacting to a lot of different situations. The Dragon Knight class seems to me like it's going to be a lot like the Blaze from the previous Elder Scrolls games. They use a more martial art style of fighting to deal close-in damage. They look like they're going to be more of a tank or damage dealer class. So if you guys have ever seen the ZeniMax Introduction to the Elder Scrolls Online video, you might have seen the clip where a fighter launches a chain at the enemy and then pulls himself to the enemy. And for me, I looked at this and I realized, that actually sounds a lot like the Dragon Knight class. So I'm definitely going to be looking more into that, and I really hope that some more class-specific game footage comes out soon so that we can learn more about the classes in depth, but that's all that we know for now. So now we're going to go over some of the classes that there's a little bit less known about and just have really been briefly mentioned. Next we have the Warden, who is a defensive mage character. This class seems like it's going to take the role of a healer, but more of a damage prevention than actual healing. The next class is the Nightblade class, and there's not a lot of information on this one at all. In fact, it's hardly been mentioned. There's only really been brief references to it in concept art and in the introduction to the Elder Scrolls Online video, where we see the Thiefstone insignia inside a ruin. We've also heard them talking about adding a stealth part of the game, because we know that's been one of the three main sections of possible player roles before, and they definitely wanted to keep that in for some of the big Elder Scrolls fans. And it's been pretty tricky. We heard them talking a lot about trying to balance it out, because it's not as simple as just making yourself unseen. There's a third-person perspective. People aren't that dumb that they're just not going to notice when someone's sneaking up behind them. Well, most people are. So if you're one of those unlucky few, this probably works out pretty well for you. So clearly this is a big challenge for ZeniMax, and it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. So that's why I think that these thief stealthy characters are going to be hard to play, first of all, because it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them to get it to be balanced, and either they're going to start off at the launch of the game with perfectly balanced, it flows nicely in combat, or they're going to have to take some time and try and figure it out after people have started to play. So it's definitely not going to be for first-time players. But hey, if you're really enthusiastic about that kind of thing, go for it. You'll probably figure it out faster than most people will. The last class I'm going to be talking about is an Elemental Mage player. This class seems like it's just going to be your regular damage dealer chucking fireballs at the enemy, but I feel like it has a lot of potential. For example, you could use this class as more of a support role, maybe with a few healing spells in there too, or you could use it for sneaking in behind the enemy and getting a bunch of damage in when they're not expecting it. You could also use this as a tank or a lot of other stuff, just because of ZeniMax's idea where you can use any armor or any weapon on any class, which really seems to work well with this because there's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. So that's all I've heard about the classes so far, so let's talk about the Mega Server. This seems like a really cool idea. You don't have to change servers or make a new character if you want to play with your friend on a different server. Since all the servers are linked, you can switch over easily. Another cool feature which is going to make this a really neat tool is that when you log in, you don't have to worry about trying to remember the name of the server that your friend happened to log on to this day. It'll automatically sort the different servers so that the ones that your guild members and friends are in are near the top, followed by the rest of the servers in an order of the type that you like best. This order is based on a quick survey which you can do where you decide whether you like PvP, role-playing, or whatever else you might be interested in, and set your priorities for what type of gaming you'd like to do. Anyways, I think this idea of a mega server is actually a great idea, and it's really going to add a lot to the game. It's definitely a big step up from a lot of other games like World of Warcraft, where you have to pay $25 just to change a server, which sucks if you just want to play with another friend who happened to pick the wrong route. But don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but I'm definitely going to be stopping my subscription to that just so I can play The Elder Scrolls Online. Anyways, that's all I've got so far, so if you enjoyed this, please just give the video a like and subscribe if you're interested in the content. I'm going to be making a few more videos, probably next time, about PvP versus PvE, and talking a bit about the storyline behind the game. And I'll keep going if you guys like this, maybe make some more videos. So if you have any topics you'd like me to do, just send me a message or comment below. Thanks for watching.